I feel like I get a lot of questions like this, or a lot of teachers that say, I wish I could do that for my classroom, but everything would be destroyed. And I just want to be very straight up. There are days that my classroom does get destroyed. Here's one example. And here's another example. And another example. Moral of the story, it happens. And I'm not saying that that behavior is appropriate, because it's not. But that behavior tells us something. It tells us that that student needs more skills and they need more support to be more successful in school. And oftentimes, when a moment like that happens, it tells us that there is more that we can be doing as teachers and educational staff to help support that student. Because kids do well if they can. I promise you, if kids can do well, they will. And it's so important to remember when we see things like this, to remember that behavior is a form of communication. And that behavior is communicating something, whether they're saying, I'm frustrated or angry about something, I need more sleep, I'm hungry, I don't know how to do this, I don't feel heard or understood, I'm scared to go home after school. And so we need to try and figure out what they're communicating, and then we can work on teaching them skills to communicate that in a more appropriate way. For me personally, when something extreme like that happens in my classroom, it prompts me to start thinking about what can we do to try and prevent that going forward. And for my students, we have detailed behavior intervention plans in place that go over proactive strategies, teach strategies, reinforce strategies, and reactive strategies. Having a detailed plan so all staff can be consistent with kids is so important. And lastly, probably the most important thing, kids that do stuff like this are still amazing kids. They will still grow up to be successful adults. We just have to teach them skills so they know how to communicate what they need.